Well, good evening and finally welcome to SFR. This week we are here in Imola, so it was a bit of a delay going this evening with a lobby issue, etc. going on there. And as you will notice, a slightly different voice this week. I am not Van Rocco. Van Rocco is off doing family things after doing a week of laps of the M25 in his new truck. So, Delta Lima here, and this evening I am joined by the one and only Mr. Woots.
Hello, thank you for having me. Yes, what a race we have here, Imola, the first time we are visiting it, and yes, already we've got two cars, I think, Charlie and one of the Williams bidding over the track position. So yes, I'm very excited for this one.
Yeah, me too. Like we were chatting before the start and talking about I've done a few laps around here, and I did it the other night with Van Rocco, and actually both really enjoyed it. It's such a fast-paced track. Like there's no real slow corners. There's a couple, but like there's loads of runoff area. There's just every kind of thing you'd want from a race. You can compare. Like I feel like you can compare every corner to another track. I'm quite sure what's going on with Charlie here. Charlie is like right on the back of that Williams.
Yep, just creating a bit of space now, getting the heat into the tyres. Yeah, the grass is, you always run it, I think, with this track, right up to the curves, and the grass is never far away, so you can be going backwards as soon as you dip a wheel somewhere it shouldn't be going.
Yeah, and you know, we're talking about the curbs around here are quite lethal as well if you take too much of them. It's a bit like Monza in that instance. The curbs are just a bit just killer in some senses.
Yes, definitely. Yellow flag already.
So we've got Cornet's just started a lap. FRL Charlie's on his lap. There you go. Yellow flag just popped up on mine there. It's just people backing off, I think. So Cornet's going to be the first one to set a time. Returning back to SFR and in the Williams now. Alongside his good friend Rayner. So he's just coming through. So this is quite a nice section here. It's fast flowing, but it invalidates because you go too wide there.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, easy to do, but yeah, there's this part. The curbs are pretty high through there, so I don't want to run them too heavy. Aston Martin going very slowly. Well, who's that? Is that Will?
I think it's just Will just slowing down. He's on an out lap at the moment. Just not quite sure why he's going that slow.
He's going to get a parking ticket in a minute.
I mean, he's blending into the grass on the wall at the moment in that lovely green Aston Martin. He's got plenty of space now, so you'd think he'd make a move, unless he's waiting for his teammates, old Indian Jesus, to come round. So FRL Charlie sets the benchmark with a 1:16.974. It's quickly beaten by Arena Zufal on the soft tyre with a 1:15.275, and Lasse Haverhaus has just beaten that by 2.5 tenths as well, with a 1:15.046. So the times are quickly tumbling. We expect we'll be well into the 1:14s by the end of this 18-minute session. FRL Charlie opting to take a set of medium tyres out. I'm not entirely sure why you would do that, but each their own. Holmesy's very slow on his lap. But he's likely to be setting slow laps, just having a bit of fun while he's out there. And Exotic as well, it's very slow, 1:18. Looks like he's very low on fuel though. So I'm not quite sure what he's doing there.
That lap into the pits, so I'm not too sure what was going on with him.
So yeah, that's very bizarre. Not quite sure what he was doing there. Dace is on an out lap at the moment. Cornet's on another invalidated lap, so he'll be coming into the pits. Both Mercedes, so Dace is on his out lap and Viet's coming fast behind him, picking up slight slipstream. Oh, and he tank slaps it out of the last corner and used up all of his ERS and sets a not a bad 1:16.6 for his first timed lap. So Lasse Haverhaus has gone even quicker. There we go, into the 1:14s. First driver to make it with a 1:14.771, half a second quicker than anyone else so far. As NRL Ben is just coming around the final corner to cross the line. and only manages a 1:18.166. B16 crossed the line on a 1:16.374. Or Red Dog, that's there, sorry, who seems to have invalidated his previous and this lap.
Unfortunately, yeah, nice lap from Lasser. Hooked it up very nicely, very comfortably inside the 14s. Looking at Kachao at the moment, he's on the medium tyres, a 16 flat, so whether he'll strap on some softs, he is in the pits at the moment.
Yeah, he's just dived into the pits as we speak, and I believe that was just Grex up there. He's just dived into the pits. Rayner's coming to the pits. Callie Robbs just crossed the line. He did a 1:15.686 by the looks of it, and just started another flying lap. I won't have enough ERS to do a full lap there. Stuart Little's invalidated again.
Dace goes second.
Oh, Dace, nicely spotted. I missed that one there. What a 1:15.068. So that's very good. I mean, still 3 tenths off Lasser at the moment, but no doubt he can improve on that. As Cornet is on an outlap, Midway's on outlap. Where's Red Dog? He's invalidated anyway. Holmes is just coming through the end of sector 3. Still a valid lap, and yep, keeps it valid. So he'll cross the line. But manages to improve, but only to a 1:18.293.
That's the third lap I think he's done on those tyres now. So I'm not sure if he's struggling or he's just accidentally put 50 kilos of fuel in or something.
Quite possible, quite possible. So, most drivers, Dace is the only one out there at the moment. But we are coming in. Indian Jesus on outlap as well. So quite a few Piper drivers just lining up for their next fastest lap. Still bottom 5 there, yet to set a time. I'd imagine Cornet, if he can strap one together, could be up there at the top. Will is on quite a bit of form at the moment as well.
I think we've got Williams going very slow. Cornet.
I think that's just Cornet's probably a lost front wing by the looks of it. Yep, no nose on the front of that. Currently cruising around in an anteater. So everyone else is just on their outlaps.
Medwards is on a time lap. Valid so far.
Still valid. Keeps it valid through the chicane there. I thought you were about to curse it then. So as he comes up for his... Yeah. Okay, I think we're covered there. Keeps it valid through the last 2 corners.
Yeah, nice.
Nice and smooth through there. Very smooth in that Haas. And cross the line with a 1:16.477. So next across the line, B16 is just starting his lap. Cornet's obviously coming into the pits. Red Dog's just about to start a lap as well.
Kachao is on a lap at the moment. His fastest time previously on the mediums, he's now on the softs and looking pretty quick so far.
He's got yellow flags as he comes through there. Keeps it nice and clean through that uphill chicane. It's very tricky that, because I just always find it's a bit like in like Portugal, where it's just you can lose the back end just slightly coming uphill. But he seems very quick. Can he keep it nice and clean through the last few corners though? Keep that valid lap just about. Stays on the right side of the white line. What can he do? So 1:14.7 for the pole. 1:14.865 puts him on the front row in P2. So top 3 now. Lasse Haverhals with a 14.7, Kachao with a 14.8, and then Indian Jesus with a 14.9.
Yeah, Lasse up by 1,000th of a second. The one on this time lap.
think he's just used the same set of tyres, or he's done 2 laps on that set. So he'll want to get back in and get back out. As Exotic's coming through on a fast lap as well now. As Red Dog jumps up to P11 with a 1:16.3, both Aston Martins are diving into the pits. Nasser Haverhouse must be coming into the pits now.
Witt has crashed, has he?
It has crashed, I'm not sure.
Gone on board with the Ferrari coming through now. Let's see if we can have a look at Witt's car. Yeah, looks like he's dropped it on the exit.
Yeah.
Isolated on the right side of the track there.
Which is very unfortunate. As Haverhouse did improve. So very much stating that he is here to win this with a 14.6, 2 tenths quicker than anybody else. So it's the flurry of Grax going to be the next car to cross the line. He's half a second up on his time by the looks of it, and goes to a 1:14.708, good enough for provisional P2. Kachow's diving into the pits. Rayner's going to be the next one, I believe, to cross the line. He's on an invalid lap. And then B16 and his teammate Red Dog's coming across the line, doesn't improve by much, 2 tenths improvement. B16 dives into the pits. Cali Rob's just starting a lap, as is FRL Charlie. Cornet's just coming up towards the middle of the sector, but he's validated that as well. That's going to come into the pits. The Aston Martin of... oh, no, it's not an Aston Martin.
Holmesy about to start a lap. He's on the medium tyres, so he's done 4 laps on the softs.
Oh wow.
But now he's just going on the mediums. He don't have long left in his session, so this is going to have to count now from Holmesy. He needs to get into the top 10.
And Mark of Kenya is also just starting what's likely to be his only flying lap as well. As Cornet, so that's Lasser coming into the pit. But he's invalid, unfortunately, so he's going to have to go again. So there's Holmesy, still on those mediums. He's 1 second up on his quickest time, according to the Delta.
Currently, he'd be 16th.
As he invalidates his lap, he just decides he's going to cut the first part of the chicane. There, Mark of Kenya's the next one. FRL Charlie puts in a 1:15.1, good enough for P7 at the moment. Mark of Kenya, well. He has indeed. I was just about to say that, which is very unfortunate for him.
Bottom 3, pressure is on.
So, 4.5 minutes left, so just enough time for those on track to get around and get back out. FRL Charlie is going to be on his in-lap as we speak. Cali Rob, who's taken my seat this evening, is on a fast lap. He's just coming through sector 2 now, so we'll see a split time very shortly. He might be lucky and pick up a slight bit of slipstream from his teammates. It just needs to keep it tidy, keep it nailed to the ground. Oh, just drifts around there. Beautifully done. So for the very slow third gear chicane coming up towards the final 2 corners, if you don't include the kink. Can he improve on 1:15.6 on his medium tyres? Riding that curve to the depths that he can. What will he do? I'm going to go 1:15.6, 1:15.9, so doesn't improve, actually loses time. Next across the line will be Holmesy, who's on another, who stayed out to put another lap in. He's just coming around the final sector. He stayed valid this time.
He's going to get a time on the board. Where's he going to go?
It's 1:15.9, 14th, P14 from Holmesy. Looks like Dace is just starting a lap. Lasser is also just starting a lap. Markin is coming out the pits. Where's his teammate? Medwards is just about to start a lap. So As we see him, half the cars out on track, half the cars are in the pits, leaving it to the very last section. Second even? Not sure.
Nice bit of sing-song you gave us there.
Well, you know, we like to keep everyone entertained. Just trying to keep up with who's out on track, who's not on track. Kelly Robb is still on those medium tyres. He might just have enough time to get in the pits. Get a fresh set of rubber on. Grax on an out lap. He's about to be passed. I believe that's Willans. No, it's Willans is just coming out the pits. So Holmesy's was still putting in laps. I thought he was going to do another lap then. Finally decides to pit. He's going to settle for a lowly P14 at the highest. So
Kenya last corner and is valid, so he's going to get a time on the board at last.
I think he's on an outlap, so he's not even set a time yet. So next one to cross the line was Medwards. Last chance saloon for Marco Kenya. Only one yet to set a valid time. Can he do it? Can he keep it within the boundaries of the track? Makes him wonder how many penalties he'll rack up during the race if he can't keep it on the track for one fast lap. And we're looking at 25, 26, 27 laps probably around here.
Oh, he ran it right up to the curb there. Very well judged. But, yeah, he's coming up to the really fast kinks now, so this is going to be squeaky bum time.
I'm clenching for him. Rides the curbs nicely, keeps it on the black stuff. So here we go. What can he set? He's got quite a bit of traffic building up in front of him. Riding that white line that there's no tomorrow. He is going to set a time. He will have time to do another lap. He won't have enough ERS. Except it appears that my game has now frozen.
Yeah, for me, he's still on a longest ever lap, 1 minute 29 and counting. But
on mine, he's stuck at the pit wall.
I'm watching him. Now, this is... let's try this. Yes, this is very peculiar.
Let's just quickly... So, clearly we are in a bit of a glitch. If you're watching the stream, all you're seeing is Marco Kenya just sitting by the pit entry. So we are going to restart the lobby.